Can you think of any time in your life that you could just pinpoint that God was laughing at you?
Yeah, I've had a lot of those. I grew up around a lot of pastors. They would always ask me, are you going to be a pastor too? Are you going to do that? And I'm like, no, I don't want to be. We have so many in our family. Like, I was just like, this isn't for me. I have goals to do something completely different. At that time, I had basketball goals, but that didn't work out. As I grew up, it was always my parents' faith. I was in the church, but I wouldn't say I had my personal relationship with the Lord at all. I was at college at the time, and I always carried my Bible around with me, though I never read it, but I always carried it around with me. And my wife now, at the time we were dating, doing a lot of things we shouldn't have been doing. I wasn't living for the Lord at that time. I remember we were in an apartment, and one day I just kind of opened the Bible up, man, and I started reading it. Something started to shift within me, but I didn't recognize it at the time. And I was working at like a KFC Taco Bell, and I just remember going into work that one day, and a lady came in there, and she just started telling me, she's like, you have a really good spirit. You should start ministering to people around here. And I was very skeptical in those days, so I'm just kind of listening to her like, okay, sure, whatever. Not really taking her seriously, And then that's when she was like, you've been reading the book of Revelation a lot recently. That's when she really caught my attention. And then she went on to tell me a lot of things about my life that she couldn't have known, And then she's like, you're going to be one of those last day pastors. I'm just like, what? For the first time in my life, my own interest, not my parents' interest, but my own interest for the Lord began. And I was like, I got to find out who God is and started pursuing him. There's so many times I can remember, man, where I was like, nope, that's not gonna be me. That's not my path, And I'm like, God is like, nah, this is what I'm gonna get you there, So